Hi, I'm Catherine from the Little Bookstore. The book I want to show you today is The Prize from 1893. Isn't that a lovely cover? It's so nice, that, isn't it? The Prize was actually published as a monthly journal for children, and so you could either buy it on a monthly basis as like a magazine, you'd call it by today's standards, or you could buy it annually, and it would be all 12 issues which had been bound together to make a single volume. And that's what we have here. It's one from 1893, and all 12 issues have been bound into this one volume, and it was published by Wells Gardner, Darton and Company. Now the real treasure for this type of book and for the prize, the prize was published over many years. This one is a slightly older one from 1893, and the real treasure in this is the chromolithographic plates. There was a point later on, about maybe 10 or 15 years later, when they changed from being chromolithographic plates. But these are the original chromos, and they are absolutely wonderful as illustrations, the quality of them. Here we've got a little girl absolutely distraught because for some reason she's dropped a plate in the garden. I'm not quite sure why, what she's got the plate out there for, but it's a lovely scene. And each section, which was for a different month, starts with one of these chromolithographic plates. Now what you find in the prize, it's a mixture of kind of fictional stories and slightly educational topics, and so they focused a lot on trying to bring different parts of the world into your home and explain to children different cultures of children in different parts of the world, and also information on animals and different customs. A lot of dogs. You do see a lot of dogs in the prize. There's another one there. That's the beginning of the section on April. And as well, as you can see, as well as the colour, the chromolithographic ones, there are the wood engravings as well, and it's profusely illustrated with wood engravings on the majority of the pages, whether they're tie pages like that or smaller illustrations within the page. And I think there's a lot of interesting things when you start to read these and delve into them. You do come across interesting topics, and what really caught my eye here was this page about to do with giraffes here. Now what you have is a series of squares, and each one is numbered, and then there's a description of what's happening with the giraffe on that. And so if we look in this particular picture here on number 4, what that's this one here, what that's showing you there, it says number 4 shows us the inside of the trap with the legs of the poor giraffe hanging down. We can easily see that once it has fallen into the trap, it cannot escape, which I think is a little bit of an understatement there. And then other things, I'm not sure if you would get it in the same way in children's books today, but in this big central picture here, where it says number 6 is so terrible that we scarcely like to look at it. While the poor giraffe was quietly feeding on the branches of a tree, a fierce lion has seen it and has bounded on its back and fixed its terrible teeth into the neck of the poor animal. And then it goes on, poor thing, I'm much afraid that it will soon be killed and eaten. Well, that's the kind of stories they were telling for children in 1893. It's quite interesting. So there we have the prize, and again it's a nice beautiful binding there with quite heavily blind embossed with the gilt central panel there, and it's a very nice copy. Thank you very much.